I'm KP Jones, and welcome back to the KP Jones Experience, coming to you live from Atlanta, Georgia, with Atlanta's super producer, Robb Rockmoninoff. Nailed it on the first go-around. Robb, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Now, before we get started, can you please tell our audience where you got such a fantabulous, creative, wonderful name from, man? Where did the Robb name come from?
The Robb name, of course, Robb government. People call me Robb growing up, but Rockmoninoff actually went through quite a few names before getting to that one, but actually came to that one, and it kind of fit, you know, my personality and my upbringing in music a lot more. It was just more suitable.
Okay.
You know, with Rockmoninoff being one of the greatest composers of all time from Germany in the Baroque period of music, it just fit, you know, where I come from, being a classical background, as well as, you know, the type of music that I love to make and used to love to perform. It fit everything, you know. It fit the scope of what I do and where I've come from.
Now, let me know a little bit more about that classical background, because I don't hear that too much.
Yeah, a lot of people looking at me, you know, wouldn't really, or listening to my music. Well, I guess if you did listen to my music, you can kind of tell. But a lot of people, you know, being a hip hop or trap producer, you know what I'm saying, they ask how you got started, and you telling me, oh, I was classically trained, you know, I was in the
and they give you that blank stare,
right,
like,
exactly.
what?
What are you talking about? Nah, but I was in the band.
Okay.
And I did symphonic band, and I also did the Atlanta Public School Youth Orchestra.
Nice.
I was a part of that for a number of years, and picked up a lot of instruments, you know, just being in those environments. So I did saxophone, trombone, baritone, tuba, bassoon, just like a number of different instruments that taught me a lot about music, just the sounds and the sonics of music.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
So that upbringing has brought me to, you know, what I'm able to do today with the production.
Now, over the years, as you start to get more involved with your passion with music and getting to know that craft and even know yourself even more, who have been your influencers over the years?
That's a good question. There's been a few of them. A lot of them. Where do I start? I probably have to start, you know, from the hometown,
Okay.
Organized Noise.
Got it.
Them guys, you know, produced nearly all of the Dungeon Family's music, which, if you know anything about Atlanta, you know Atlanta music started with, you know, those guys.
Exactly. Legendary.
Exactly. You name it, Outkast, Goody Mob. That entire movement is what, you know, catapulted, you know, what we have now in music. And just like you talked about that stranglehold that the South has on the music.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It was kind of initiated by those guys. So Organized Noise, Timberland, Pharrell, even the newer guys who are out of Atlanta have really been an influence on me. Zaytoven,
Metro Boomin.
Mike Will, Sunny Digital. It's really too many to name. It's a lot of amazing producers out there these days that, you know, inspire me to become even better at what I do.
Now, we take it back to Organized Noise, to your point, the mid-90s when Outkast became, in my humble opinion, the greatest hip-hop group of all time, which is, I don't think, really very much of a debate.
Nah.
But the South grew from kind of being that third coast and left alone to where right now you could almost say that they have the game just on lock as far as Southern hip-hop. Now, with that being said, though, there's a lot of criticism of the new artists, from fashion. We don't understand what they're saying. Everybody's on lean. You know, what are your thoughts on the current state of hip hop? Because depending on who you ask, they're not really too happy.
Yeah, I mean, typically, people for some reason tend to criticize what they can't understand or what they can't relate to, but that doesn't mean that it's not good music.
Exactly.
You know, I'm a fan of, you know, any and all music. That includes the music that's out today. Any of the new artists that are out there, expressing themselves. I salute them, you know, because they're
Absolutely.
following their passion just like we do,
Yeah.
you know, just like the people before us did, you know. So why not? Why try to tear them down, you know, for doing something that they love to do?
Right.
I don't believe in that, but I think that it's amazing stuff. I bump any and all music, you
Mhm.
know, especially, you know, the new hip hop, because, you know, me being a producer of that genre, I definitely like to know where it's going and how it's evolving, you know, and that's how I become better.
Exactly.
You know, by being even though I've you know, done so much in the music, I'm still a student of it.
Student of the
You
game.
know, and in doing that, I try to evolve with the craft as well.
Now, with that being said, what advice would you give for up and coming producers, people that are thinking about and to produce some music? What piece of advice could you give them?
I always say be consistent.
Consistency.
Consistency is it. Like I just said before about evolving, you have to be able to evolve, and in order to do that, you have to continue to hone your craft.
Exactly.
And so any chance you get, you want to be doing something in it. Do something. Go out and meet some people. Try different ways of creating. You know, find different inspiration, which of course, you know, that can come from anywhere. But just being consistent will continue to allow you to make more quality work. You know what I'm saying? As we were talking about before with quality. People love quality. A lot of people might not be able to tell you how you got to what you did, but they can tell that it's different.
Absolutely.
You know, so that's something that allows you to stand out, you know, in this world.
Now, what projects do you have coming out soon, either through your artist or even yourself?
Actually, I do have a project that I've done myself.
Okay.
As an artist. It's my first artist venture.
Jumping out there.
Jumping out there.
That's
you
what's
know.
up.
I've always been the behind the scenes guy, but I feel like it was just time to kind of step out there and see how.
Have your Kanye moment.
There you go. There you go. But I'm really excited about it. It's called Bobby's World. I'm going to be premiering it mid to late October.
Okay.
And I will be having a few listening events and promo events to kind of spearhead it and get it out there. So I'll definitely keep the updates on the website. For those that don't already know, robb-rock.com. That's robb-rock.com, where I will keep my updates up. Also, I have a couple of artists, Trainer Food and Dwayne Wayne, who are also releasing their next EPs, which I'm the executive producer for each of those.
Staying
those
busy.
will be coming soon as well. Of course, we gotta stay busy.
That's what's up.
Consistency, man.
Consistency.
That's what it's about.
So as you heard today, you got to be consistent. You have to have quality, and you have to be dedicated to your craft. A lot of folks want to just jump out there and just put anything out there on SoundCloud, but you can't do that. You really have to jump in feet first and do your best and put out quality music that people want to hear. So again, this has been Rockmoninoff, and I'm KP Jones, and this has been the KP Jones Experience.